water, George. Look what I've done.
It tastes all right. Don't seem to be running much, though. You drink water out of the gutter if you's thirsty. Oh, God damn, we could have just as well broke clear to the ranch. The bus driver didn't know what he was talking about. Just a little stretch down the highway, he said. Damn near 4 miles. Just a little stretch down the highway. I bet he didn't want to stop at the ranch gate. Bet he's too damn lazy to pull up. Wonder if he ain't so lazy to stop at Soledad at all. Just a little stretch.
Hey, George,
What you want?
let me go, George.
So you forgot that already, did you? I gotta tell you again. Jeez, you're crazy.
God, I try not to forget, honest to God, I did.
It's okay. All right, I'll tell you. Ain't got nothing to do. Might as well spend all my time telling you things. You forget it, and I tell them to you again.
But I tried and it didn't do no good. I remember about the rabbits, though, George.
Oh, the hell with those rabbits. Can't remember nothing but them rabbits. You remember sitting on the gutter on Howard Street watching the blackboard?
Oh, sure, I remember that. But what did we do then? I remember some girls come by and you said...
Oh, the hell with what I said. You remember going into Murray and Reddy's and they give us work cards and bus tickets?
Oh, sure, George. I remember that now. Oh, George.
Huh?
George, I ain't got mine. I must have lost it.
You never had yours. I got them both right here. I gotta let you carry your own work card.
I thought I put it in my side pocket.
What did you take out of that pocket?
Oh, there ain't a thing in my pocket, George.
Oh, I know there ain't. It's in your hand now. What you got in your hand?
I ain't got nothing, George, honest.
Give it here.
Let me have it, George.
Come on, give it here.
It's only a
A
mouse.
mouse? A live mouse. Give it here.
No, just a dead mouse.
Oh.
But I didn't kill it, George. I found it. I found it dead.
What you want a dead mouse for anyway?
I just petted it a little with my thumb while we walked along.
Yeah, you ain't petting no mice when you walk with me. Now let's see if you remember where we're going.
I forgot again.
Jesus Christ. Well, we're going to work on a ranch like the one we come from up north.
Up north?
In Weed.
Oh, I remember in Weed.
All right, now the ranch we're going to is about a quarter of a mile up that way. We're going to go in and see the boss.
And see the boss.
Now look, I'm going to give him the work cards. But when we get in there, you're not going to say a word. You're just going to stand there and not say nothing.
Hey, not say nothing.
If he finds out what a crazy bastard you are, we ain't going to get no job. But if he sees you work before he hears you talk, we're set. You got that?
Sure, George. I'm sure I got that.
All right, so when we go in to see the boss, what you going to do?
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to stand there.
Good boy, that's swell. Now you say that over 2 or 3 times so you sure you won't forget.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing.
You ain't going to do no bad thing like you did in Weed neither.
Like I done in Weed?
So you forgot that too, did you?
They ran us out of Weed.
Run us out? Hell, we run. They's looking for us. They didn't catch us.
I didn't forget that, you bet.
God, you're a lot of trouble. I think of the swell time I could have without you. Oh, I could live so easy.
We're going to work on the ranch, George.
Yeah, all right, you got that. We're going to sleep out here tonight because I want to. I want to sleep out.
I ain't be going to the ranch for some supper, George. They got supper at the ranch.
No reason at all. I like it out here. We're going to be going to work tomorrow. I seen thrashing machines on the way down. Means we're going to be bucking grain bags, busting gut, lifting them bags. Tonight, I just want to lay down and look up. Tonight, there ain't a boss or a grain bag in that whole world. Tonight, drinks is on the house. Nice house we got here, Lynn.
Yeah, we gonna have no supper?
Sure we are. I got a couple of cans of beans in my bindle. You go gather some willow sticks, and I'll open up these cans. We'll eat them cold.
I like beans with ketchup.
We ain't got no ketchup. Now, you go on and don't fool around nothing. It'll be dark before long. All right, give me that mouse.
But George, I ain't got no mouse.
You give me that mouse right now. You gonna give me that mouse, or I'll have to take shots at you.
Give you what, George?
You know goddamn well what I want. I want that mouse.
Oh, George, let me have it.
Come on.
It ain't nobody's mouse. I found it laying on the side of the road. I wasn't doing anything bad with it, but just patting it. And that ain't bad, George.
You crazy fool. You thought you could get away with it, didn't you? Don't you know? See where your feet's wet when you went into the water to get it? Jesus Christ. Love her like a baby. Big guy like you. Oh, Lenny. I didn't take away just for meanness. Hey, that mouse ain't fresh. Besides, you broke it petting it. You know, I'll tell you what, you find a mouse that's fresh, and maybe I'll let you keep it a little while.
I don't know if there is any other mouse. I remember some lady used to give it to me. Every mouse she got, she used to give it to me. That they ain't keep it for her.
Lady, you don't even remember your own Aunt Clara. Well, she quit giving them to you because you always killed them.
They were so little. I would pet them and soon they would bite my fingers. And then I pushed their head a little, and then there was death because they were so little. When we gonna get those rabbits to us? They ain't so little.
Hell with the rabbits. Come on, let's eat. There is enough beans here for me.
I like them with ketchup.
We ain't got any. Whatever we ain't got, that's what you want. Jesus Christ. If I was alone, I could live so free. I'd have no trouble. I'd get a job, no trouble, no mess. At the end of the month, I could take my $50. I could go into town and do whatever the hell I want. I could stay in the cat house all night if I want. I could go into any damn place, eat anything I wanted to, order any goddamn thing.
I think that was no ketchup.
Yeah, I could do that every damn month. I could sit in a pool room and shoot pool, play cards. I'd get a gallon of whiskey. Well, what do I got? I got you. Can't keep no job, lose me every job I get.
I didn't mean nothing, George.
Just keep me shoved all over the country. And that ain't the worst of it. You get into trouble. You get into trouble, you do bad things, and I gotta get you out. God, it ain't bad ones that raises hell, it's dumb ones. You crazy son of a bitch! You keep me in hot water all the time. You just want to feel that girl's dress. You just want to pet it like it was a mouse. How in the hell did she know that you just wanted to feel her dress? How in the hell did she know you just hold on to it like it was a goddamn mouse?
I didn't mean to, George.
Oh, sure you didn't mean to. You didn't mean for her to go bloody hell either. You didn't mean for us to spend all day hiding in an irrigation ditch being chased by guys with guns all the time. It's something you didn't mean to do. God damn it. I wish I could put you in a cage with a million little mice fights and let them pet you.
George? George?
What do you want?
I was only fooling, George. I don't want no ketchup. I wouldn't need no ketchup if it was right here beside me.
If there's some here, you can have it. And if I had $1,000, I'd buy a bunch of pretty flowers.
But I wouldn't eat none of it. I'd leave it all just for you. You could cover your beans with it so thick that I wouldn't touch none of it.
When I think of the swell time I could have without you, I go nuts. Don't never get no peace.
You want that I should go away and leave you alone?
Yeah? Where the hell could you go?
I could. I could go out in the hills and I could find a cave.
Yeah? How'd you eat? You ain't got sense enough to find nothing to eat.
I'd find things. I don't need no nice food with ketchup. I'd lay out in the sun and nobody would hurt me. And if I found a mouse, why I would keep that mouse and nobody would take it away from me.
I've been mean, ain't I?
If you don't want me, I'll just go up in the hills and I'll find a cave.
Look, I was just fooling. Of course I want you with me. And the trouble with mice is, you always kill them. Lenny, I tell you what I'll do. First chance I get, I'm going to find you a pup. Yeah? They'd be better than mice. You could pet them harder, and maybe you wouldn't kill them.
You don't want me, all you gotta do is say so. I'll go right up in them hills and I'll find the cave and I won't get no mice stole from me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, somebody would shoot you for a coyote if you was by yourself. Now, Lenny, if you don't go wandering off by yourself, your Aunt Claire wouldn't like that, even if she is dead. You stay with me. Come on.
George,
What do you want?
I'm not you done before, George.
Tell you what.
About the rabbits.
You ain't putting nothing over on me.
Oh, come on, George, please, like you've done before.
You do get a kick out of it, don't you? All right. I'll tell you, then we're going to lay out our bed, all right?
No, you can't. Go on, George.
Guys like us that works on ranches is the loneliest guys in the world. I ain't got no family. They don't belong no place. They go to town, they go to a ranch, they work up a steak, and then they go into town and they blow that steak. And then before you know it, they busting their tail onto another ranch. You got nothing to look ahead to.
That's it, George. Now tell about us.
With us, it ain't like that. We got a future. We got somebody that gives a damn about us we can talk to. We don't got to spend our time in no bar room, blowing in our money. No. If them other guys, if they get locked up in jail, they can rob for all anybody cares about them.
Yeah, but not us.
Not us.
And why?
Yeah.
Because I got you to look after me, and you got me to look after you. That's why. You are the George.
You know by heart, you can do it yourself.
No, I forget some of the stuff. Go on, tell how it's gonna be.
Some other time.
No, tell how it's gonna be.
someday, we're going to get the money together. We're going to have our own place. We'll have a couple of acres. We'll have a rabbit hutch, and we're going to have some cows, and chickens, and pigs.
And we'll live off the fat of the land. That's it, George. Tell about the rabbits. And tell about what we're going to have in the garden, and about the rabbit cages. Tell about how it rains in the winter, and about the stove, and how thick the cream is on the milk. You can hardly cut it. Tell about that, George.
You can do it yourself. You know all of it.
Oh, no, it's not the same if I tell it. I can pretend the rabbits.
Well, we'll have some rabbit hutches, and some cows and chickens. When it rains in the wintertime, we'll just say, hell, going to work. We're just going to build up the fire in the stove. We're just going to sit around and listen to the rain falling on the roof. Now, nuts, I ain't got no time for this. What you gonna do when the boss asks you questions tomorrow?
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to stand there.
Good boy. Lenny, do you think you can remember this place? The ranch we're going to, about a quarter of a mile up that way. You just follow the river until you get here.
Sure, George, I can remember here. Did not remember how I wasn't going to say a word.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Well, Lenny, if you just happen to get in trouble, I want you to come down here, and I want you to hide in the brush until I come for you. Think you can remember?
Sure, George. I'm going to hide in the brush until you come for me.
Right. If you get in trouble, but you ain't going to get in no trouble.
I ain't going to get in no trouble, George.
Because if you do, I ain't going to let you tend them rabbits.
I ain't going to say a word.
Good boy. That's fine. Maybe I might let you tend them rabbits, especially if you remember as good as that.
I can remember, my God.
Oh, sure is nice. Not having no job, sure do feel free. If you ain't hungry.
Hey, George,
What do you want?
let's have different colored rabbits, George.
Oh, sure. We'll have red rabbits and blue rabbits. I have green rabbits. We'll have millions of them.
And furry ones, George, like I seen at the fair in Sacramento.
Sure. Furry ones, too.
Cause I could just go away and find a kid if you don't want me.
Shut up.
George,
What?
and shut up now, George.
This is the bunkhouse here.
expecting you last night. You were sore as hell when you wasn't here to go out this morning. Big enough them 2 beds there.
I'll take the one on top. Don't want you falling on me.
Well, I guess the boss will be out here in a minute writing a name to you. He sure was burned when you wasn't here this morning. Come right in when we was eating breakfast and says, "Where the hell's the new man?" He's a stable buck hell too. Stable buck's a half-breed.
Half-breed, huh?
Yeah, nice fella too. Got a crooked back where a horse can do. Boss gives him hell every time he's mad, but stable buck don't give a damn about that.
Yeah, what kind of guy's the boss?
Pretty nice fella for a boss. Gets mad sometimes, but he's pretty nice. I tell you what, know what he done Christmas? He brung a gallon of whiskey right in here and says, "Drink hearty, boys. Christmas comes but once a year."
Hell, he did. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Jesus, we had fun.
Boss, the owner?
No, that's superintendent, big land company. Yes, sir, that night he come right in here with a full gallon, sat right over there and says, "Drink hearty, boys." Yeah, he says, "Them guys just come."
Just come. I wrote Murray and Reddy I wanted to in this morning. You got your work slips?
Yeah.
Wasn't Murray and Reddy's fault. Says right here in the slip. Used to be here to work this morning.
Well, about that bus driver gave us a bum steer. We had walked down here 10 miles. That bus driver says we was here when we wasn't.
I don't give a damn about that. I gotta get the grain out. What's your name?
George Milton.
George Milton. What's yours?
His name is Lenny Small.
Lenny Small. Where you boys been working?
Up around Wheat.
You too?
Yeah, him too.
Hey, you're a big fella, ain't you?
Oh yeah, he can work like hell too.
He ain't much of a talker though, is he?
No, he ain't, but he's strong as a bull.
I'm strong like a bull.
You are, huh? What can you do?
Well, he can do anything.
What can, small? Small. What can you do?
Well, he can do anything you ask. Just tell him.
Why don't you let him answer? What's he laughing about?
He laughs when he gets excited.
Yeah?
Yeah. Look, he ain't bright, but he'll do anything you tell him. I mean, and he can put up. He's a hard worker. He can put up 400-pound bail.
Say, what are you selling?
Huh?
I said, what stake you got in this guy? Are you taking his pay away from him?
Oh, no, of course I ain't.
I ain't never seen one guy take so much trouble for another guy. Just like to know what your percentage is.
He's my cousin. I told his old lady I'd take care of him. He got kicked in the head by a horse when he was a kid. He ain't bright, but he's a hell of a good worker. He can do anything you tell him.
Well, God knows you don't need no brains to buck barley bags. But don't you try to put nothing over, Milton. I got my eye on you. Why'd you quit and leave?
Job was done.
What kind of job?
We was digging a cesspool.
All right. Don't try to put nothing over because you can't get away with nothing. I've seen wise guys before. You go out with the gray teams after dinner. They're out picking up barley with the thrashing machines. You go out with Slim's team.
Slim?
Yeah, big tall Skinner. You'll see him at dinner. Boys, been on the road long?
We was 3 days in Frisco watching the boards.
Frisco. Didn't go to no nightclubs, I suppose.
No, we was looking for a job.
That is a great town if you got some cash, Frisco.
Yeah, we didn't have no cash for nothing like that.
All right. You go out with the grain teams after dinner. If my hands work hard, they get pie. And when they loaf, they bounce down the road on their can. You ask anybody about me.
said you wasn't going to say a word. You was going to keep your big flapper shut. I was going to do the talking. You goddamn near lost us the job.
God.
Yeah, you forgot. You always forget. See, now he's got his eye on us. Now we got to be careful. We can't make no slip-ups. Just keep your big flapper shut after this, okay?
He kind of talked like a nice guy towards the last.
Well, he's the boss, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the boss first and a nice guy afterwards. You don't have nothing to do with no boss except do your work and draw your pay. You never know if you're talking to the nice guy or the boss. Just keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Hey, George.
What do you want?
I wasn't kicked in the head by no horse, was I, George?
Be a damn good thing if you was. Save us a hell of a lot of trouble.
You said I was your cousin.
Yeah, that was a goddamn lie, too. Glad it was. I was a relative of yours. I'd shoot myself. Hey, what the hell are you doing listening?
Wasn't listening. I was just standing in the shade a minute, scratching my dog. I just now finished sweeping out the wash house.
Oh, you spoke your big nose into our business. I don't like nosy guys.
I just come there. I didn't hear nothing you guys was saying. I ain't interested in nothing you was saying. Guy at a ranch don't never listen, nor he don't ask no questions.
Damn right he don't. Not if you want to stay working long. Oh, hey, this is a hell of an old dog.
Yeah, had him ever since he was a pup. God, he was a good sheep-herding dog when he was young. How'd you like the boss?
Pretty good.
Well,
Seemed all right.
he's a nice fella. You gotta take him right. Of course, he's running this ranch. He don't take no nonsense.
What time we eat? 11:30?
You see my old man?
Yeah, he was in here a minute ago. Early went over to the cookhouse, I think.
All right, I'll try to catch you. You the new guys my old man was waiting for?
Yeah, we just come in.
Well, why come you wasn't here this morning?
We got off the bus too soon.
My old man's got to get the grain out. You ever buck barley?
Hell yeah, it's done a lot of it.
I mean him. You ever buck barley?
Sure he has.
Why don't you let the big fella talk?
Suppose he don't want to talk.
By Christ, he has got to talk when he is spoke to. What the hell you butting into this for?
Him and me travel together.
Oh, so it's that way.
What way?
And you're not going to let the big fella talk?
Oh, he can talk. If he wants to tell you anything.
We just come in.
Well, next time, you answer when you spoke to them.
He didn't do nothing to you. What in the hell has he got on his shoulder? Lenny didn't say nothing to him.
That's the boss's son. Curly's pretty handy. It done quite a bit in the ring, but the guys say it's pretty handy.
Yeah, let it be handy. You don't have to take after Lenny now. Lenny didn't say nothing to him.
Well, I tell you what, Curly hates big guys. He's all the time picking scrap with big guys. Kind of like he's mad at him because his daddy's a big guy. Yeah, you've seen guys like that, ain't you? Always scrappy.
Oh, sure, I've seen him. But this here Curly better not make no mistake about Lenny. Lenny ain't handy, see. This here Curly punk's gonna get hurt if he messes around with Lenny.
Well, Curly's pretty handy. You know, it never did seem right to me. Suppose Curly jumps a big guy and licks him. Everybody says what a game guy Curly is. Well, suppose he jumps him and gets licked. Everybody says big guy picked somebody his own size. Seems like Curly ain't giving nobody a chance.
This here Curly punk better watch out for Lenny. Lenny ain't no fighter, but Lenny is strong and Lenny's quick. And Lenny don't know no rules.
Well, don't tell Curly I said none of this. He'd fire me. He just don't give a damn. Won't won't ever get canned because his old man's the boss.
This Curly punk sounds like a real son of a bitch to me. I don't like mean guys.
It seems to me like he's worse lately. He got married a couple of weeks ago. His wife lives over in the boss's house. It seems like Curly's worse than ever since he got married. Kind of like he's sitting on an anthill and a big old red ant come up and nip him on the turnips. So goddamn miserable is striking anything that moves. Kind of sorry for him.
Yeah, well maybe he's showing off for his new wife.
Well, you seen that glove on his left hand?
Yeah, of course I see.
Well, that glove's full of Vaseline.
Vaseline? What in the hell for?
Curly says he's keeping that hand soft for his wife.
That's kind of a dirty thing to tell around.
But just wait till you see Curly's wife.
Yeah, is she pretty?
Yeah, pretty, but
But what?
well, she got the eye.
Married 2 weeks, got the eye. Maybe that's why Curly's pants is full of ants.
Yes, sir. I seen her give Slim the eye. Hell of a nice fellow. Well, I seen her give Slim the eye. Curly never seen it. And I seen her give Carlson the eye.
Looks like we was going to have fun.
Know what I think? Well, I think Curly's married himself a tart.
He ain't the first. Black Queen on a Red King, yes sir. Been plenty have done that.
I gotta be setting out the wash basins for the guys. Teams will be in before long. Come on, oh, you won't tell Curly nothing I said?
Now hell no.
Well, you look her over, mister. You see if she ain't a tart.
Look here, lady. This here ain't no setup. I seen that kind before. You know what he's doing? He's kind of feeling you out. He figures he's got you scared. He's going to take a sock at you first chance he gets.
I don't want no trouble, George. Don't let him sock at me.
Man, I hate them kind of bastards. I seen him. Lady, you heard what the old guy says. Curly always sets himself up to win. He don't figure on losing. So if you tangle with him, make no mistake about it, we're going to get the can. His old man is the boss. So you just stay the hell away from Curly. All right, if he comes in, you move clear to the other side of the room. Will you remember that?
I don't want no trouble, George. I ain't done nothing to him.
Well, that ain't going to do you no good. Curly wants to set himself up as a fighter. Just stay away from him. Do you remember?
Sure, George.
All right. All right, now, don't say nothing.
Stable ball! Stable ball! Hey! Stable ball!
Here come the guy.
You ain't mad, George?
I ain't mad at you. I'm mad at this here Curly bastard. You know, I wonder if we should get a steak together. You know, maybe $100 or so. Just keep the hell away from Curly. You know, Lenny, you don't let him draw you in. But if that son of a bitch takes a sock at you, you let him have it.
Let them have what, George?
Oh, never mind. All right, so you remember what I told you. Last night, you get into trouble.
Oh, you said if I get into trouble, I wouldn't be able to tend the
No,
rabbits.
that's not what I mean. You remember where we stayed last night? Down by the river?
Oh, yeah, you said I had to go hide in the brush until you come for me.
That's right. Hide in the brush. Don't let nobody see you. Hide until I come for you down by the river. Now say that over.
Hide in the brush down by the river. Hide in the brush down by the river.
If you get in trouble.
If I get into trouble.
Stable bus. Stable bus. Curly?
He's here a minute ago, but he ran along.
You new fellas just come, ain't you?
Yep.
Sometimes Curly's in here.
Well, he ain't now.
Well, if he ain't, I guess I best go look someplace else.
Well, if I see Curly, I will pass the word that she's looking for him.
Can't nobody blame a person for looking.
It depends on what she's looking for.
I'm just looking for somebody to talk to. Don't you never just want to talk to somebody?
Okay, put that lead pair in the north stall.
Hi, Slim.
Hello.
I'm trying to find Curly.
You ain't trying very hard. I see him going to your house.
I best be going.
Jesus Christ, what a tart! So that's what Curly picks for a while. God almighty! Do you smell that stink she's got on? I can still smell it. Boy, you don't need to see her to know she's around.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she sure ain't hiding it either.
Gosh, she's pretty.
Now, you listen to me, you crazy bastard. You don't even look at her. I don't care what she says or what she does. I've seen them poison before, but I ain't never seen no piece of jailbait worse than her. You don't even smell near her.
I never smelled George.
No, you never. When she was standing there showing her legs, you sure wasn't looking away. Curly's got his work cut out for him.
I didn't mean nothing, George. Honest, I didn't.
Yeah, you just stay the hell away from her, all right? You let Curly take the rap. He set himself up for it. Glove full of Vaseline. Oh, God. I bet he's eating raw eggs.
George, let's get out of here. I don't like it here, George. Let's get out.
Yeah, I don't like it here no better than you, Lenny, but we gotta keep it a while. We gotta get a steak. I mean, we are flat bust. We gotta get a steak. You know, maybe if we get a few dollars together, we can head up to the American River and pay for gold. You know, God can make a couple of dollars a day doing that.
Let's go away, George. It's mean here.
No, I tell you, we gotta keep it a while. We gotta get a steak. All right. Now, don't say nothing. Here come the guys. Now, maybe we should wash up. Hell, we ain't done nothing to get dirty.
Bright as a bitch outside. Can't hardly see nothing in here. Either you guys?
Yeah, just come.
Or Buck Barley?
That's what the boss says.
You get on my team.
Boss says we head down with the jerk line Skinner named Slim.
That's me. You guys ever bucked any barley?
Oh, hell yes. I ain't nothing to scream about. That big fella can put up more grain bags alone than those pears can.
You guys travel around together?
Yeah, we kind of look after each other. You know, he ain't too bright. Oh, but he's a hell of a worker, and he's a hell of a nice fella, too. I've known him a long time.
Ain't many guys travel around together. I don't know why. Maybe everybody in the whole damn world's scared of each other.
Yeah, well, you get used to traveling around with the guy, and pretty soon it ain't no fun to go around alone.
Hello, Slim.
These guys just come.
Glad to meet you. Name's Carlson.
George Milton, this here's Lenny Small.
Oh, glad to meet. Sure. He ain't very small. He ain't small at all. I meant to ask you, Slim. How's your dog? I see she wasn't under your wagon this morning.
She was laying with pups last night. 9 of them. I drowned 4 of them right off. She couldn't feed that many.
Got 5 left, huh?
Yeah, 5. I kept the biggest.
You gonna keep them all?
I don't know. Gotta keep them wild so they can drink Lulu's milk.
But look at here, Slim. I've been thinking. That dog with Candy's is so goddamn old he can't hardly walk. It stinks like hell, and every time Candy brings him into the bunkhouse, I can smell him 2 or 3 days. Why don't you get Candy to shoot his old dog and give him one of them pups to raise up? I can smell that dog a mile off. He's got no teeth, can't eat. Candy feeds him milk because he can't chew nothing else and leading him around on a string so he don't bump into things. There she goes.
Hey, you guys better come on while there's still something to eat. Won't be nothing left in a couple minutes.
George?
Yeah, I heard him, Lenny. I heard him.
Brown and white one,
I
George?
don't know if he has a brown and white one, Lenny.
Will you ask him before he kills any more of them?
Well, sure I will. Now let's go get some dinner.
Is she girl in here?
About half an hour ago, maybe.
The hell was she doing?
She said she's looking for you.
Yeah? Well, which way she go?
I don't know. I didn't watch her leave. Whew. Jesus Christ, Leonard. I think I'm gonna have to tangle with that son of a bitch before long. I can't stand it. Now come on, let's get something while there's still something left to eat. Won't be a damn thing left.
George, you asked him about the brown and white ones, George?
Now let's forget the brown while we wait.
Goddamn, you're dark too.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing. I'd have to drown most of them pups anyways. No need to thank me about that.
Well, it wasn't much to you, maybe, but it was a hell of a lot to him. I don't know how we're gonna get him to sleep in here tonight. He's gonna want to stay right out in that barn. We're gonna have trouble keeping him from getting in that box with them pups.
Say, you sure was right about him. Maybe he ain't right, but I never seen such work. He damn near killed his partner, fucking Barley. Hey, he'd take his head of that sand. Pretty near kill his partner. God almighty, I never seen such a strong guy.
Yeah, well, Lenny will do anything you tell him, as long as it don't take no figure.
Son of a bitch, I could win a goddamn game.
Me neither. You think them shoes was Amber's.
Funny how you and him string along together.
What's so funny about it?
Oh, I don't know. Hardly none of the guys ever traveled around together. I hardly never seen two guys travel together. You know how the hands are. They come in, get their bump, work a month, and then they quit. Go on alone. Never seem to give a damn about nobody. Just seems kind of funny. A cuckoo like him and a smart guy like you traveling together.
I ain't so smart neither. I wouldn't be bucking barley from out 50. If I was smart, hell, if I was a little bit bright, I'd have my own place. Keep my own crop, instead of doing all the work and not getting what comes up out the ground.
I'd like to do that. Sometime I'd like to lead a string of mules. That was my own mules.
Yeah. You know, it ain't so funny. Me and him traveling along together. I know his aunt. We was both born in Auburn. His aunt took him in when he was a baby. And when she died, you know, he just kind of come along working with me. Yeah, I got kind of used to each other after a while. Tell you, at first, I used to have a lot of fun with him. Hell of a lot of fun. He used to play jokes on him. He was so goddamn dumb, couldn't take care of himself. He is so goddamn dumb, he didn't even know the joke was being played on him. Yes, sir, I had a lot of fun. Made me seem goddamn smart alongside of him.
I seen it that way.
He'd do anything I told him. If I told him to walk off the cliff, he'd go. And he never got mad about it either. Well, I beat the hell out of him before. And he could bust every bone in my body just with his hands. And he ain't never once raised a finger against me.
Even if you socked him, wouldn't he?
Oh, no, by God. I tell you what made me quit playing jokes. There's this one time, guys and I was standing around Sacramento River. And I looked at Lenny and I says, jump in.
What happened?
He jumps. Couldn't swim straight. Damn near drowned. And he was so nice to me for pulling him up out the river. He forgot that I was the one that told him to jump in. God, I ain't never done nothing like that. Hey, it makes me feel kind of sick just talking about it now.
He's a nice fella. Guy don't need no sense to be a nice fella. Seems to be sometimes it's just the other way around. Take a real smart guy, he ain't hardly ever a nice fella.
I ain't got no people. And I see guys that go around on ranches alone. That ain't no good. They don't have no fun. Pretty soon, they get mean.
Yeah, I seen them get mean. I seen them get so they don't want to talk to nobody. You take a bunch of guys all living in one room, and by God, they gotta mind their own business. About the only private thing a guy's got is where he come from, where he's going.
Yeah, of course, Lenny's a goddamn nuisance most of the time. But you get used to going around with a guy and can't get rid of him. I mean, you get used to it and you can't get rid of being used to it. God, I'm sure dripping in the mouth. I ain't never told nobody all this before.
You want to get rid of him?
He just gets into trouble all the goddamn time because he's so goddamn dumb. I mean, like what happened in Wheat. You won't tell nobody, would you?
What did he do in weed?
You sure you won't tell nobody? Nah, you won't tell nobody. Of course not.
What did he do?
Well, Lenny's seen this girl in a dress. And dumb bastard as he is, he just has to touch everything he likes. Just for the feel of it. So he reaches out to touch this red dress. This girl that's out to squawk. And that's got Lenny all mixed up. And he don't know what to do. So he just holds on to this red dress.
What the hell?
This girl starts squawking her head off. And I'm right close and I come running. And Lenny's scared to death by this time, just holding on. You know, I had to hit him with a fence picket to get him to let go.
What happens then?
She runs into town, tells them all she's been raped. The guys in weed start out to lynch Lenny. And we had to hide all day in an irrigation ditch, underwater. Nothing but our heads sticking up out the water, underneath the long grass that grows alongside of the ditch, all day. And that night, we run out of there.
Didn't hurt the girl none, huh?
Oh, hell no, he just scared her. One time, that big. Hi, lady. How do you like your pup?
Oh, he's brown and white just like I wanted.
Now, Lenny,
Now, George, what you want?
I told you you couldn't bring that pup in here.
What pup, George? I ain't got no pup.
Give me here.
What you want? Let me have him, George!
Lady, you get right up and you take this pup back to its mother. Take it back to the nest, just born last night. You want to kill him? No, you get up and take this pup back. Right? You know, I want to tell Slim here not to let you have this.
No, George,
this
don't
pup.
give it to me, George. I'll take him back. I'll take him back. Let me have him. I didn't mean nothing bad, honest. I just wanted to pet him a little.
All right. All right, easy. All right, now you go on and you take him back to the nest. Don't you take him out no more.
Jesus, he's just like a little kid, ain't
I'm
he?
sure he's like a kid. I mean, and there ain't no more harm in him than a kid neither, except he's so damn strong. You know, he's going to want to sleep out in that barn tonight. Well, why don't you just let him? I mean, he ain't going to do no harm out there.
Now, Slim. Hello, George. Don't neither of you play horses.
I don't like to play every night.
Jesus, how that half-breed can pick shoes.
He's plenty good.
Damn right he is.
Yeah, he don't give nobody else a chance to win. God almighty, that dog stinks. Get him out of here, Candy. I don't know nothing that stinks as bad as old dogs. You gotta get him out of here.
I've been around him so much, I never noticed how he stinks.
Well, I can't stand him in here. That stink hangs around even after he's gone. Got no teeth, all stiff with rheumatism. He ain't no good to you, Candy. Why don't you shoot him?
Well, hell, I had him so long, I had him from a pup. I herded sheep with him. You wouldn't think it to look at him now. He was the best damn sheep herding dog I ever seen.
I know the guy in Weed who had an Airedale. Learned how to herd sheep from other dogs.
Look at Candy. This old dog just suffers itself all the time. Now, if you was to take him out and shoot him, right here, right back of the head, why, he'd never know what hit him.
Nah, I couldn't do that. I had him too long.
He don't have no fun no more. Stinks like hell. Tell you what I'll do. I'll shoot him for you, then it won't be you that done it.
I had him from a pup.
Oh, let him alone, Carl. Ain't a guy's dog that matters. It's the way the guy feels about the dog. Hell, I had a mutt once. I wouldn't have traded for a field trial pointer.
Well, Candy ain't being nice to him, keeping him alive, and look it. Slim's got a litter right now. I bet you Slim would give you one of them pups to raise up now, wouldn't you, Slim?
Yeah, you could have a pup if you want to.
Well, maybe it hurt. And I don't mind taking care of him.
I'd be better off dead. The way I'd shoot him, he wouldn't feel nothing. I'd put the gun right there, right back of the head.
Oh, let him alone, Carl.
What? Hell, he wouldn't even quiver. Look, Candy, if you want me to, I'll put the old devil out of his misery right now and get it over with. There ain't nothing left for him. Can't eat, can't see, can't hardly walk, and tomorrow you can pick out one of Slim's bugs.
Sure, I got a lot of them.
You ain't got my gun.
Hell, I ain't. Got a Luger, won't hurt him none at all.
Maybe tomorrow. Let's wait till tomorrow.
I don't see no reason for it. Let's get it over with. We can't sleep with them stinking around in here.
Better let him go, Candy.
All right? Take him.
Come, boy. Come on. It won't hurt him none at all. Come, boy. That's the stuff. Come.
Carlson,
Yeah?
take a shovel.
Oh, sure, I get you.
One of my lead mules got a bad hoof. Gotta get some tar on it.
You guys want to play a little euchre?
Sure, I'll lay a few with you.
Candy, you can have any of them pups you want.
Sounds like we got a rat. Maybe we should lay out a few traps.
So what the hell's taking it so long? Lay out some cards, will you? Maybe don't play no euchre this way.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. So, I guess you boys really come here to work, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, you come in on a Friday. You got 2 days to work till Sunday.
Well, I don't see how you figure.
You do if you've been around these big ranches much. Guy who wants to look over a ranch comes in Saturday afternoon. He gets Saturday night supper, 3 meals on Sunday, then quit Monday morning after breakfast without turning a hand. You come in Friday noon. You gotta put in a day and a half, no matter how you figure it.
Oh, we're gonna stay a little while. Me and Lenny's gonna build up a stake.
Mr. Slim,
Huh? Oh, hello, Crooks. What's the matter?
You told me to warm up the top of the mule's foot. I got it warm now.
Oh, sure, Crooks. I'll come right out and put it on.
I can do it for if you want, Mr. Slim.
I'll take care of my own team.
Mr. Slim,
Yeah?
that big new guy, he's messing around your pups in the barn.
He ain't doing no harm. I'll give him one of them bucks.
I just thought I'd tell you, if you're taking him out the nest and handling him, that won't do him no good.
He ain't gonna hurt.
If that crazy bastard's fooling around too much, just go on and kick him out.
see the new kid yet?
What new kid?
Well, Curly's new wife.
Oh, yeah, I seen her.
Ain't she a Lulu?
I ain't seen that much of her.
You stick around and keep your eyes open, you'll see plenty of her. I ain't seen nobody like her before. She's working on everybody, all the time. Seems like she's even working on the stable bug. I don't know what the hell she wants.
There been any trouble since she's been around?
I see what you mean. No trouble yet. She's only been here a couple weeks. Curly's got yellow jackets in his drawers, but that's all so far. Every time the guys is around, she shows up. She's looking for Curly, or she thought she left something laying around. She's looking for that. Seems like she just can't keep away from the guys.
Yeah, a ranch full of guys ain't no place for a girl, especially like her.
If you give you any sort of ideas, you gotta come into town with us fellas tomorrow night.
Yeah? What's doing?
Just the usual thing. We go to old Susie's place. Hell of a nice place. Old Susie's a laugh, always cracking jokes. Like the last time we come up on the porch last Saturday night, she looks back over her shoulder and yells, "Get your coats on, girls. Here comes the sheriff." Never talks dirty, Pete. Got 5 girls there.
Was it such bad?
2.5. You get a shot of whiskey for 15 cents.
I might go in and look the joint over.
Sure, come along. It's a hell of a good time. We're cracking jokes all the time. "I know what you boys want," she says. "My girls is clean," she says. "And there ain't no water in my whiskey," she says.
God, it's a dark night.
Susie's place is clean. She got nice chairs. Guy can sit in there just like he lived there.
I might go in and look the joint over and have a shot of whiskey. And I ain't putting down no 2.5. Me and Lenny's making a stake.
Guys gotta have some fun sometimes.
Lenny, I told you not to bring that pup in here.
I ain't got no pup, George, honest.
Lenny?
See?
Say, how about this euchre thing?
I'm sure I didn't think you wanted to play.
You gotta see my wife.
She ain't been here.
Where the hell's Slim? He went out to the barn, fixed a split hoof.
How long ago did he go?
10 minutes.
I guess maybe I'd like to see this. Curly must be spoiled or he wouldn't start after Slim. Curly's handy. Goddamn handy. Just the same, you better leave Slim alone.
Huh. Think Slim's with his wife, don't he?
Looks like it. Of course Slim ain't. At least I don't think Slim is, but I'd like to see what all the fuss is if it comes off. Come on, let's
Oh, no, I ain't gonna get mixed up in nothing. Me and Lenny's putting together a statement.
Oh, well, hell, I'll look her over. I ain't seen a good fight in a hell of a while.
Lenny, did you see Slim out in the barn?
Yeah, he said I'm not to pet that pup no more.
Was that girl out there?
You mean Curly's girl?
Yeah, she come out in the barn?
No, she never come.
And you ain't never seen Slim talking to her?
No, she ain't been in the barn.
Well, I guess them guys ain't gonna see no fight. Lenny, if there's any fighting, I want you to get out of the way and stay out.
Oh, but I don't want no fighting, George. George? Both ends the same, George. Why is both ends the same?
I don't know. It's just the way they make it. What was Slim doing out in the barn when you seen him? Yeah, he told you to quit petting the pups so much.
Oh, yeah, he had a can of tar and a paintbrush. But I don't know what for.
And you sure that girl didn't go in there like she come in here today?
No, she never come.
Tell you, lady, them tarts is just buckshot to a guy. You remember Andy Cushman? We went to grammar school together.
The one whose old lady used to make the hotcakes for the kids?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Andy is in San Quentin right now on account of a tart.
Hey, George, how long is it gonna be before we get that place and we live off the bat of the land?
Oh, I don't know. We gotta get a big steak together. I know a place, but it's pretty cheap, but they ain't giving it away.
Well, tell about that place, George.
Well, I just told you last night.
Oh, tell it again, please.
Okay. Well, it's about 10 acres. It's got a little windmill, little shack, little chicken run. It's got a kitchen orchard with cherries and peaches and apples, cots and nuts. It's got a few berries. It's got a large flat for alfalfa and plenty of water to flood it.
With the rabbits, George? And I get to take the rabbits?
I could easily build a few hutches and you could tend to run it.
You damn right I could. You goddamn right I could, George.
I built a smokehouse. We get some pigs and we kill a pig. We smoke the hams. Yeah. Oh, when the salmon run up the river, we catch 100 of them every Sunday. We kill a chicken or a rabbit. And we keep a cow and a goat and a cream. It's so goddamn thick. You got to cut it out the pan with a knife.
George, we could live off the bat of the land.
Sure. Plenty of vegetables in the garden. Why, if we want a little whiskey, all we got to do is sell some eggs. And it ain't so much land that we got to work too hard. Maybe only 6-7 hours a day. No more 11 hours a day bucking grain bags.
No.
We wouldn't sleep in a bunkhouse either. Nobody could canvas in the middle of the job.
Tell about the house, George.
Sure. We have our own roof. We have our own roof. And you know, if there's a guy we didn't like, we tell him, we say, get the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
Out, and he'd go. And if we have a friend and come over, we'd have an extra room, and we'd say, hey, why don't you spend the night? We would have a place where we could keep our own crop. What comes up out the ground. And we know what we've done from our plant, and it would be ours.
And rabbits, George.
Oh, sure.
We'd have rabbits, George, right? I get to get the rabbits.
We get to tend the rabbits. What you do is you go out to the alfalfa patch, and you have a little sack, and you just pick the alfalfa. Yeah, you put it in the sack, you put it in the cage.
And they nibble, George, like I've seen them do.
And every 6 weeks or so, them does would throw another litter. And we'd have plenty of rabbits. Plenty of rabbits to eat or sell. And we keep pigeons. We keep pigeons that fly around and around the windmill like they did when I was a kid. And it'd be our own. And nobody could canvas. We'd have a couple of Irish setter dogs. And we'd have a couple of striped cats too. Better watch out, Lenny.
Lenny?
Watch out.
George, what?
Don't let them cats, don't let them striped cats get the little rabbits, Lenny.
Whoa.
What are we going to do?
Well, you just said a try, George.
Yeah.
I'll break their goddamn necks. George, I'll smash them flat with this sticky I do, George. Flat with this stick. That's what I would do.
You know where there's a place like that?
Suppose I do. What's it to you?
You don't need to tell me where it's at. Might be any place.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You couldn't find it in 100 years.
how much they want for a place like that?
Yeah, I can get it for 600. Old folks who owns it's black bust, and the old woman needs medicine. Say, what the hell? We ain't got nothing to do with you.
Not much good with only one hand. I lost my hand right here on the ranch. That's why they didn't can me. Give me a job sweeping. And they give me $250 because I lost my hand. And I got 50 more saved up right in the bank right now. That's 300. They got 40 more coming at the end of the month. Tell you what, suppose I went in with you guys. That's $340 I put in.
I don't know.
I ain't much good, but I can cook and tend the chickens and mow the garden some. How'd that be?
I don't think about that. It's always just going to be us. Just me and Lenny. We didn't plan on nobody else.
I'd make a will. I'd leave my share to you guys in case I kicked off. I ain't got no relations nor nothing. You fellas got any money? Maybe we could go there right now.
We got $10 between us.
$10.
You say, if me and Lenny work for a month, don't spend nothing, that's $100 right there. That'd be $440. I bet we can swing her for that. I bet we can swing her. And you and Lenny can go down and get the place ready. You can sell some eggs, and I can get a job to make up the rest. God damn it. I bet we can swing her.
Got hurt for you. They'll can me pretty soon. Just as soon as I can't sweep out no wash house, they'll put me on the county. Maybe if I was to give you guys my money, you'd let me hoe in the garden even when I ain't no good at it. Then I could do dishes and little chicken stuff like that, but hell, I'd be on our own place. I'd be let to work on our own place. You seen what they've done to my dog? They says he was no good to himself nor nobody else. When I'm that way, nobody will shoot me. Wish somebody would, but they won't do nothing like that. I won't have no place to go when I can't get no more jobs.
We'll do it. We're going to get that little place. We're going to go down there, and we're going to fix up that little house. Well, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and write them old folks. Oh, no, suppose there was a carnival. Suppose there was a ball game. Or a circus. Yeah, stop. You know what we do? We go there. We go there. We won't ask no permission. We just built a cow and sling some grains at the chickens, and by God, we go to her.
And we'll put the crust in the rabbits, George. I wouldn't forget to feed them.
That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write to old folks that we's going to take it in candy. You going to send $100 to bond her?
Oh, I sure will. They got a good stove.
Oh, they got a nice stove. They got a stove that burns coal or wood.
Then I'm going to bring my pup. I bet my Tracy's going to like it then, George.
All right, so now, don't tell nobody. It's just going to be between us three. Don't tell nobody else. They're liable to can us so we don't make no mistakes. So what we going to do is we just going to keep bucket bags of barley, grain bags like we was a bunch of punks, and we's going to do it the rest of our lives. And then one day, bang, we going to scram, we're going to collect our check and get out of here.
I can give you $300 right now.
And we won't tell nobody.
Goddamn right, we always say it. We're not going to say it. You know, it seems to me that I can smell that goddamn carnation junk that tart dumps all over herself.
Who you calling a tart? I come from a nice home. I was brought up by nice people. Ain't nobody ever got it to me before I was married. I was straight. I tell you I was good. I was. You know Curly? You know Curly wouldn't stay with me unless he was sure. I tell you Curly's sure. You got no right to call me a tart.
Yeah, you ain't a tart. What you always hanging around guys for? I mean, you got a house. You got a man. We don't want no trouble from you.
Sure, I got a man. He ain't never home. I got nobody to talk to. Nobody to be with. You think I can just stay at home all day and cook for Curly? I want to see somebody. Just see them and talk to them. There ain't no women here, and I can't walk to town, and Curly don't take me to no dances no more. I tell you, I just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah, you just being friendly. And what you doing giving out the eye for and flopping your can around?
I'm just trying to be nice.
You don't have to be mad about it, do you?
I ain't mad, but I just don't want no more questions, that's all. I just don't want no more questions.
Now, you don't want to get out of here. We don't want no trouble from you. I didn't mean nothing, Slim. I just asked you.
Well, you've been asking too often. I'm getting goddamn sick of it. You can't look after your own wife. What do you expect me to do about it? You lay off of me.
I didn't, all I'm trying to say is I didn't mean nothing. I just thought you might have saw her is all.
Why don't you tell her to stay the hell home where she belongs? You let her hang around the bunkhouses and pretty soon you're gonna have something on your hands.
You keep out of this, unless you want to step outside.
Why, you goddamn punk? You tried to throw the scan to Slim. Couldn't make it stick. Slim threw the scan to you. You're yellow as a frog's belly. I don't care if you are the best boxer in the country. You come after me, and I'll kick your goddamn head off!
Glove full of Vaseline. By God, she's been in here. I can smell, by God. She has been in here. You was in here. Them other fellas was outside. Now, goddamn you, you will talk.
Well, somebody's going to have to beat the hell out of you. I guess I'm elected.
What the hell are you laughing at? Come on, you big son of a bitch. Ain't no big bastard gonna laugh at me. Come on, get on your feet. I'll show you who's yellow.
That ain't no way, Curly. He ain't done nothing.
Get off me.
Lay off, Curly. He ain't no guy. Get him back.
Get off.
Jesus, he ain't hardly got no hand left.
Slim, we gonna get canned now. Is Hurley's man okay on Canada?
I don't know. You got your sense enough to listen?
Yeah.
Then you listen. I think you got your hands on the machine. And if you don't tell nobody what happened, we won't. You just tell them. You try to get this guy canned, we'll tell everybody. And then will you get the laugh? Come on now. Cross is going to take you into a doctor. Let's see your hands. Christ almighty.
Lenny was just scared. He was just scared, didn't know what to do. I told you, nobody ought to mess with Lenny. I get it wasn't you, I told him. It was Candy.
And that's just what you did right this morning when Kurt first went in there. Was just better not mess with Lenny if he knows what's good for him.
Listen to me. This ain't your fault.
I didn't mean no trouble, George.
You just did what I told you to do. All right? Ain't your fault. All right. Let's go and get you to the washroom. You look like hell. Come on, I'll go with you.
George,
Hey, what you want?
do I still get the tender rabbits, George?
my room. This is my room. Nobody got any right to be here with me.
I wasn't doing nothing. I come to the barn to look at my puppet and I seen your light.
Well, I got a right to have light. You go on and get out of my room. I ain't wanted in the bunkhouse. You ain't wanted in my room.
Well, why ain't you wanted?
Because I'm a half-breed. They play cards in there, but I can't play because I'm a half-breed. They say I stick. I tell you, all you stick to me.
All the other guys went into the town, George and Slim, and George says I'm going to stay here not to get any trouble, and I seen your light.
Well, what do you want?
Then I seen your light, I thought I'd come in and set.
I don't know what you're doing in the barn anyway. You got nothing to do with the horses and the mules.
Well, my pup. I come to look at my pup.
God damn it, they ain't going to see your pup. Don't go no place where you ain't wanted.
I already looked at him. Slim says I'm not to pet him very much.
Well, you've been taking them out the nest all the time. I wanted the old lady to move them someplace else.
Oh, it's all right, she lets me.
Come on, man, sit a while. As long as you won't get out and leave me alone. Might as well sit down. Old boy's going into town now.
Yeah, everybody but old Candy. He's just sitting at the bunkhouse, sharpening his pencils. He's sharpening and then figuring.
Figuring? What's Candy figuring about?
Well, about the land and about the place.
You're nuts. Crazy as a wedge. What land you talking about?
Well, about the land we're gonna get with the little house and the pigeons.
Just nuts. I don't blame the guy you're traveling with for keeping you out of sight.
You know, it ain't no lie. We're gonna get it. We're gonna live off the fat of the land.
Sit down. Sit down on my damn cake.
You think it's a lie, but it ain't no lie. Every word's the truth. You can ask George. Ask George.
You travel around with that George, don't you?
Yeah, he goes every place together.
Sometimes he talks and you don't know what the hell it's all about. Ain't that so? Ain't that so?
Yeah, sometimes.
He just talks on and you don't know what the hell it's all about.
Hey, how long do you think it's gonna be before them pups are able to be pets?
A guy can talk to you? Sure, you won't go blabbing. A couple weeks, then pups will be all right. George knows what he's about. Just talks on and you don't understand nothing. Suppose George don't come back no more. Suppose he took a powder and he just ain't coming back.
Right?
What'd you do then?
What?
I said, suppose George goes into town tonight and you never heard of him no more. Just suppose that.
George wouldn't do nothing like that. I know George a long time, and George will come back tonight. Don't you think he will?
Yeah, nobody can tell what a guy will do. Let's say he wants to come back, but he can't. Suppose he gets killed or hurt, and he can't come back.
I don't know. Say what you doing anyways. Hey, shoot, George ain't got hurt.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. They'll take you to the booby hatch, tie you up with a collar like a dog. Then you'll be just like me, living in a kennel.
Who hurt George?
I was just supposing George ain't hurt. He's all right.
Well, what are you supposing
He'll
for?
come back all right.
Ain't nobody supposing he hurt George.
Sit down. George ain't hurt. Go on. Sit down.
What are you talking you hurt George?
Maybe you can see now. You got George. And you know he's coming back. Suppose you didn't have nobody. Suppose you couldn't go into the bunkhouse and play rummy because you was a half-breed. How would you like that? Suppose you had to sit out here and read books. Sure, you could play horseshoes till it got dark. Then you had to read books. Seemed so good. Gotta be somebody to be near him. Guy goes nuts if he ain't got nobody. Don't make no difference who it is, as long as he's with you. I tell you, the guy gets too lonely, he gets sick.
George will come back tonight. Maybe George already come back. Maybe I should go see him.
I didn't mean to scare you. He'll come back. I was talking about myself.
George wouldn't leave me. I know George wouldn't do that.
I remember when I was a little kid on my old man's chicken ranch. I had two brothers. They were always near me. Always there. We used to sleep right in the same room. Right in the same bed, all three. We had a strawberry patch. I had an alfalfa patch. We used to set them chickens out in the alfalfa patch on a sunny morning. Me and my brother, we'd sit on that fence and we'd watch them. White chickens they was.
George says we got to get alfalfa.
Oh, you're nuts.
We are too. You ask George.
You're nuts. I've seen hundreds of men come by on the road and on the ranches, spindles on their back, and the same damn thing in their head. Hundreds of them. They come, they quit, they go on. Every damn one has got a little piece of land in its head. And never a goddamn one of them gets it. Just like heaven. Everybody wants a little piece of land. Nobody never gets to heaven, and nobody ever gets no land.
We are too.
It's just in your head. Guys talk about it all the time, but it's just in your head. I guess someone's out there. Maybe Slim? Ain't you Slim?
Slim went down. Say, you seen Lenny?
You mean the big guy?
Yes. Have you seen him around any place?
He's in here.
Look, Lenny, I've been figuring something out about the place.
You can come in.
Well, I don't know. Of course, if you want me to.
Well, come on in. Everybody's coming in. You might just as well. Gets to be a goddamn racetrack in here.
This is a nice, cozy little place you have in here. It must be nice to have a room to yourself like this.
Sure. And a manure pile under the window. All to myself. Well,
The place. You said about the place.
You know, I've been here a long time, and Crook's been here a long time. It's the first time I've ever been in this room.
guys don't come in a half-breed room. Nobody been here but Slim.
The place. You said about the place.
I got it all figured out. We can make some real money on them rabbits if we know about it right.
Yeah, and I get the ticket rabbits. Hey, George promised.
You guys just kid yourselves. You'll talk about it a hell of a lot, but you get no land. You'll be a sweeper here till they take you out in a box. Hell, I've seen too many guys.
We gonna do it. George says we are. We got the money right now.
Oh yeah? And where's yours now? In town at a cat house. That's where your money's going. I tell you, I've seen it happen too many times.
George ain't got the money in town. The money's in the bank. Me and Lenny and George, we can have a room to ourselves. We gonna have a dog and some chickens. We gonna have green corn and maybe a cow.
You say you got the money?
Got most of it, just a little bit more to get. Have it all in 1 month. George's got the land all picked out too.
I've never seen a guy really do guy's nearly crazy with loneliness for land, but every time a cat house or a blackjack game took it for him. If you guys would want a hand to work for nothing, just as keep, why, I'd come and lend a hand. I ain't so damn crippled I can't work like a son of a bitch if I wanted to.
Couldn't go to bed like I told you, could you, Lenny? Hell no. You gotta get out into society, laugh in your mouth. Holding a convention out here.
But you were here, George, and there was nobody at the bunkhouse. I didn't do nothing bad, honest.
The only time I ever get peace is when you're asleep. Lenny, if you ever start walking in your sleep, I'm gonna chop your head off like a chicken.
Now, we was just sitting here talking. There ain't no harm in that.
Yeah, I heard you. I guess I gotta watch you. Every minute. Ain't nothing against you, Crooks. We just wasn't gonna tell nobody.
Well, didn't you have no fun in town?
Oh, I sat in the chairs and Susie was cracking jokes. Guys was raising a little puny hell. And Jesus Christ, I never felt like this before. I sat down a dime and a nickel to take a shot of whiskey, and I think to myself, what a hell of a lot of bulk carrot seed I can get for 15 cents.
Well, not in those damn little envelopes, but oopsie, never can.
Pretty soon I come back. You know, I can't think of nothing else. And them guys slinging their money around got me jumping.
Well, a guy got to have some fun. I was to a parlor house in Bakersfield once. God almighty, what a place. Went upstairs on a red carpet. There was big pictures on the wall. Sat in big, soft chairs. There were cigarettes on the table. It was free. It was a long time ago.
What did them soft chairs set you back?
$15.
So you got a cigarette, and a whiskey, and a look at a pretty dress, and it only cost you $12.50 extra. You just spent a week's pay to walk on that red carpet.
A week's pay? Sure, but I worked weeks all my life. I can't remember none of them weeks. But that was nearly 20 years ago, and I can remember that girl I went with was named Arlene. Had on a pink silk dress.
Oh, suppose you look at Curly. Curly ain't here.
I know Curly ain't here. I come up to ask Brooke something. I didn't know you guys was here.
Didn't George tell you before? We don't want nothing to do with you. You know damn well Curly ain't here.
I know where Curly went. Had his arm in a sling and he went anyhow. I tell you, I come out to ask Brooke something.
Maybe you better run along to your own house. You hadn't ought to come near a half-breed group. I don't want no trouble. You don't want to ask me nothing.
You got a husband. You got no call to come fooling around with other guys, causing trouble.
I try to be nice and polite to you lousy bingo bums, but you're too good. I tell you, I come with the shows, and another guy wanted to put in pictures right out in Hollywood. I just come out to ask somebody.
He ain't wanted here. We told you he ain't. Calling us bindle stiffs. You got floozy ideas what us guys amounts to. You ain't got sense enough to see us guys ain't bindle stiffs. Suppose you could get us candy. Suppose you could. You think we'd hit the highway to look for another two-bit job? You don't know. We got our own ranch to go to, and our own house, and fruit trees, and we got friends. That's what we got. Maybe there was a time we didn't have nothing. That ain't so no more.
You damn old goat. If you had 2 bits, you'd be down in Soledad getting a drink and sucking the bottom of the glass.
Maybe she can go ahead and ask Brooks what she came to ask. I don't think she came to ask him nothing.
What happened to Curly's hand? So it weren't no machine. Curly didn't act like he was telling the truth. Come on, Crooks, what happened?
I wasn't there. I didn't see.
Come on, what happened? I won't let on to Curly. He said he's got his hand in a gear. Who done it?
Did nobody do
So you done it.
it? I didn't have no fuss with Curly.
Well, maybe you're not so scared of him now. Maybe you'll talk to me sometimes now. Everybody was scared of Curly.
Look, I didn't stop Curly. If Curly had a problem and it ain't none of our affair, go ask him about it. Now look, we already done tried to tell you, so I won't try to tell you in a different way. We done told you to get the hell out of here and it don't do no good. So, us and the guys got something we're working on, and if you stick around, you're gonna gum up the works. Now, it ain't your fault.
If you didn't stop Curly, then who did? Where'd you get them bruises on your face?
No, he got his hand caught in a machine.
He got his hand caught in a machine.
So now go on and get out of here.
So was you. Well, maybe you're dumb like they say, and maybe the only guy on this ranch with guts. You're kind of nice fella.
Look, you, I'm trying to be nice to you, try to give you a break. You don't walk into nothing here. All right, we're not going to let you mess up what we're going to do, so you stay the hell away from this guy. You get the hell out of here.
You ain't telling me what to do. I got a right to talk to anybody I want to.
Why, you?
Why'd you have to go get killed? You were so little as a mice, I couldn't doubt you that hard. Now maybe George will let me turn the rabbits and you found out you got killed. But this ain't no bad thing, like I gotta go hide in the brush and wait for George. I tell him I found him. I tell him I found him dead. Oh, you know. George always knows. You say, now you've done it, and don't try to pull nothing over on me. Just for that, you won't be able to tell what I said you could tell. God damn you! Why'd you have to go get killed? You ain't so little as a mice. Now you won't let me. Maybe George won't care. Maybe George won't care.
Lenny, where are you at? Thought I'd find you. Say, I've been talking to Slim. It's okay. We ain't gonna get the can. Slim been talking to the boss. Slim told the boss, you guys is good buckers. Boss got to move that break. Remember what hell the boss did us last night? Well, he told Slim's got his eye on you and George, but ain't gonna get the can. Oh, boss give Curly's wife hell too. Told her never to go near the men no more. Give her worse hell than you and George. Ain't you glad?
Sure.
You ain't sick.
Uh-uh.
Well, I gotta go tell George. See you later.
What you doing here?
Just setting.
You seen what I done?
Yeah, you bring the police.
You won't tell, will you?
George says I ain't to have nothing to do with you. I ain't to say nothing.
George gave you all your orders?
I ain't to have nothing to do with you. I ain't to say nothing.
You won't tell about that suitcase, will you? I ain't gonna stay here no more. Tonight I'm gonna get out. Come get myself and get out. I ain't gonna let them walk all over me no more. What you got there?
Nothing. I ain't have nothing to do with you.
Them guys got a horseshoe tournament out there. They ain't gonna leave it. It's only 4 o'clock. They got money to bet. You don't need to be scared to talk to. What you got under there?
My pup. This is my little old pup.
Oh, why, he's dead.
I was just patting him a little, and he made like he was gonna bite me, and then I made like I was gonna smack him, and I done it, and then he was dead.
Don't you worry. He was just some mud. Whole country's full of mutts.
But it ain't that. George is gonna be mad, and he ain't gonna let me take what he said I could take.
Don't you worry. Them guys got a horseshoe tournament out there. They got money bet on it. They ain't gonna leave it. And tomorrow, I'll be gone. I ain't gonna let them walk all over me no more.
We're gonna get a little place with raspberry bushes.
I ain't meant to live like this. I come from Salinas. Well, a show come through, and I talked to a fellow who was in it. He said I could go with the show. Well, my old lady wouldn't let me because I was only 15. I would be no place like this if I wasn't that show, you bet.
And I'm gonna take a sack, and I'm gonna fill it with alfalfa.
Another time, I met a guy, and he was in pitches. We went out to the Riverside Dance Palace with him, and he said he wanted to put me in pitches. He said I was a natural. As soon as he got back to Hollywood, he was going to write me about it. But I never got that letter. I think my old lady stole it. Well, I wasn't going to stay no place when they stole your letters. So I married Curly. Met him out at the Riverside Dance Palace, too.
Oh, George ain't gonna be mad about this pup.
I never told nobody this before. And maybe I oughtn't to. But I don't like Curly. He ain't a nice fella. I might have stayed with him, but last night him and his old man both lit into me. I don't gotta stay here. Don't tell nobody until I get clear away. I'll go in the night and thumb a ride to Hollywood.
We gotta get out of this place soon. This ain't no nice place.
Gonna get in the movies and have nice clothes. All them nice clothes like they wear. And I'll sit in them big hotels and people take pictures of me. And when they have them openings, why I'll go and talk in the radio. And it won't cost me nothing because I'm in the picture.
We're gonna go away, far away from here.
Of course, when I leave Curly, my old lady won't speak to me no more. She'll say I ain't decent. Well, we really ain't decent, no matter how much my old lady tried to hide it. My old man was a drunk. They put him away. There, now I told.
George and me was at the Sacramento Fair. And one time, I fell in the river and George pulled me out and he saved me. And then we went to the fair. They got all kinds of nice stuff there. They had these long-haired rabbits.
My old man was a sign painter when he worked. He used to get drunk and paint crazy pictures, waste a lot of paint. I remember one night when I was a kid, him and my old lady had an awful fight. They was always fighting. He comes to my room and he says, I can't stand this no more. Let's you and me go away. I guess he was drunk. I remember that night, walking down the road, and the trees was black. I was kind of sleepy. He picked me up and carried me on his back, and he said, "We're gonna live together. We're gonna live together because you're my own little girl, not no stranger. No arguing and no fighting," he says. "Because you're my little daughter." But he says, "You'll bake little cakes for me, and I'll paint pretty pictures all over the wall." In the morning, they caught us and put him away. I wish we'd win.
Maybe if I took this here pup and I told him away, that George would never know.
They locked him up for a drunk. And in a little while, he died.
And then maybe I can tend them rabbits without any trouble.
Don't you think of nothing but rabbits? No, somebody made a ringer.
Well, we're gonna have a little place with alfalfa. And I get to take a sack and I fill it with alfalfa. And then I get to take that to the rabbits.
What makes you so nuts about rabbits?
I like to pet nice things. Once we went to the Sacramento Fair, and they had these long-haired rabbits. They were nice, you bet. I'd even pet mice if I couldn't find nothing better.
I think you're nuts.
No, I ain't. George says I ain't. I just like to pet nice things. Soft things.
Who don't? Everybody likes that. I like to feel silk and velvet. You like to feel velvet?
Oh, you bet I do. And I had a piece once too. This lady gave him to me. The lady, she was my Aunt Clara. Yeah. Oh, she gave me a piece about this big. Oh, it was so soft. I wish I had that velvet now. I lost it. I haven't seen it for a long time.
You're nuts. But you're a kind of nice fella. Just like a big baby. A person can kind of see what you mean, though. Sometimes when I'm doing my hair, I just sit there and stroke it because it's so soft. Some people got kind of coarse hair. You take Curly, his hair's just like wire. But mine is soft and fine. Here, feel it. Right here. You see how soft that is? Now you be careful now, you don't muss it.
That's nice.
Hey, you be careful now, you
That's nice.
you let go!
Oh.
You let go! You let
Please don't do that. Oh, George is gonna be mad. Please don't do nothing like that. George is gonna be mad. He's gonna kill you. You got me in trouble like he said he would. Please, I don't want you to go yelling. Please, I don't want to hurt you. George says I'm nothing. George says I... I've done a bad thing. I've done another bad thing. I've done another really bad thing. George says if I was to get in trouble, I did the brush by the river. I did the brush by the river. George is gonna be mad. George is gonna be mad. And I did the brush by the river. I did the best thing.
Lanny! Oh, Lanny! You in there? I've been figuring some more, Lanny. Tell you what we can do. I didn't know you was here. You was told not to be here. You oughtn't to sleep out here. Jesus Christ! Oh, no, no, no.
with her. Jesus Christ.
What done
Ain't you got no idea? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. It's way back in my head. I knew it.
George, what are we gonna do now, George? What are we gonna do now?
Well, you gotta tell the guys. I mean, they gotta go get him. They got to. They gotta go get him and lock him up. I mean, we gotta find him. The poor bastard would starve out there. You know, maybe they'll lock him up. Maybe they'll lock him up and they'll be nice to him.
You know better than that, George. You know Curly's gonna want to get him lynched. You know how Curly is.
Yeah, I know Curly. And I know the guys, too.
You and me can get that little place, can't we, George? You and me can go there and live nice, can't we? Can't we?
No. It was something just me and him had. I knew it! I mean, in the back of my head, I knew we would never do her. I knew we would never do it. And he just liked to hear about it so much, and I fooled myself into thinking that maybe we would, actually.
He's such a nice fella. I don't think he's done nothing like this.
All right, listen. We gotta tell the guys. They gotta bring him in. You know, maybe when they lock him up, they won't hurt him. Maybe I ain't gonna let him hurt Lenny. Now, you listen to me. Now, they might think I was in on it. All right, I'm gonna go to the bunkhouse, and you give me just a couple of minutes, and then you stick your head out and you yell like you first seen her. Would you do that for me? Would you? So the guys won't think I was in on it.
Sure, George, sure, I'll do that.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to the bunkhouse. Give me just a minute, and then you yell your head off. I'm going.
You did it, didn't you? You goddamn tart! Everybody knows you messed things up. You just wasn't no good. Hey, you guys! Come here! Come here! What's the matter?
Who's that? It's Ken!
Come here!
What happened? I know who done it. That big son of a bitch done it! I know he done it. While everybody else is outside playing horseshoes. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get my shotgun away. I'll kill that big bastard myself. I'm gonna shoot him right in the guts. Come on, you guys.
I'll go get my Luger!
I guess Lenny done it all right. Her neck's busted. Lenny could have did that. Maybe like that time in Weed he was telling me about. Well, I guess we gotta get him. Where do you think he might have went?
I don't know.
I guess we gotta get him.
Look, Slim, couldn't we just lock him up? I mean, he's nuts. He didn't do this to be mean.
We can only keep Curly in. But Curly wants to shoot him. I suppose they lock him up, George. Strap him down, put him in a cage. That ain't no good.
I know.
I think there's only one way to get him out of there.
I know.
That bastard stole my Luger! It ain't in my bag!
Everybody's got a shotgun. If you're crossing, you take it. Only place around here with any cover's down by the river. He might have went that way. But don't give him no chance. You shoot him in the gut. That'll double him over. I ain't got a gun. Well, go in and tell my old man, get one from him. Now let's go. And you're coming with us, fella.
Yeah, I'll go, Curly. But don't shoot him. He didn't know what he was doing. He's nuts.
Don't shoot him. He's got Carlson's Luger, ain't he?
And Carlson lost his gun.
I seen it this morning. It's been took.
Curly, maybe you better stay here with your wife.
No. I'm gonna shoot the guts out of that big bastard. And I'm gonna do it myself. Come on, you guys.
You stay here then, Kenny. The rest of us better get going.
Poor bastard!
George is gonna give me hell. George is gonna give me But I won't tell George. I'll bury him. But I didn't forget you that. I come here and I hide in the brush and I wait for George. George is gonna give me hell. Is he gonna wish he was alone? I can go up in the hills and I'll find a cave. Because I wouldn't get no catch up. I'll go away. 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 Yeah. Now I'll never tell George. But George will know. George always knows.
I ain't seen him.
Maybe by the river.
I ain't done nothing, George.
Keep looking.
I ain't done nothing.
Get in the toolies.
George.
Get in the toolies quick. Get in the toolies, damn you.
There's George. Better not get so far ahead. You ain't got a gun.
He must have come this way. Them prints in the sand was aimed this way.
Now look, we ain't gonna find him sticking in the bunch this way. We gotta spread out.
The brush is pretty thick over here. He might be hiding in that brush.
Look, up there's the country road and open fields, and over there's the highway. Let's spread out and cover the brush.
Yeah, Slim's right, we gotta spread.
Together, drag out to the roads, and then drag back.
Remember what I said. You shoot for his guts.
Okay, move out. Me and George will go up to the country road. You guys get to the highway and drag back.
We get separated, we meet right back here. Remember the spot.
All I care about is getting that bastard.
Look hard. Make sure you're ready. Come on this way.
Where is he? You won't? I should go away.
Lenny. Hey, Lenny.
Where'd them guys go, George?
Hunting.
Well, why ain't we going with them? I like hunting. Is it because I got a bad thing?
Don't make no difference.
Is that why we can't go hunting with them guys?
Don't make no difference. Hey, Lenny. Why don't you have a seat? Right there.
Hey, look. You see him?
George?
You know what you want?
Ain't you gonna give me help, George?
Give you hell.
Sure, like you've always done before. Like if I didn't have you, I'd take my $50.
Jesus Christ, Lenny. You can't remember a damn thing that happens. But you remember every word I say.
Well, ain't you gonna say it?
If I didn't have you, I could get me a job. No trouble, no mess.
Go on. Go on. And when the end of the month comes,
When the end of the month comes, I take my $50 and go to a cafe.
come on, George. Ain't you gonna give me more help?
No,
I could go up in them hills and find a king if you don't want me.
no, lady. I want you to stay right here with me.
Tell me like you've done before, George.
Tell you what, lady.
About them other guys and about us.
Guys like us ain't got no family. They don't belong no place. There ain't nobody who gives a hoot hell about it.
That's it, George. Now tell about us.
Not us. Because I got you.
And I got you, and we got each other. That's who gives a hoot hell about us.
Where'd you go?
Nothing yet.
Take your hat off, Lenny. Air's fine.
Tell how it's gonna be, George.
Can't miss him.
Hey, up!
Okay, lady. You look across the river there. And I'm going to tell you like you can almost see it. Getting late. Today we're going to get a little place. I ain't seen it.
Go on.
Let's get back to George.
Go on. How's it gonna be, George? We gonna get a little place.
We're going to have a little house. We're going to have some cows, pigs, and alfalfa
For the rabbits.
for the rabbits.
And I get to tend them rabbits, George.
You get to tend the rabbit.
And we'll live off the fat of the land.
Go ahead, lady. Look over there like you can really see it.
Where?
Over there across the river, lady, can't you? Can't you almost see it?
Where, George?
Just keep looking, man. Just keep looking. I'm looking, George. I'm looking. It's going to be nice there. There ain't going to be no trouble. There ain't going to be no fights. Ain't nobody going to hurt nobody. Ain't nobody going to get nothing stole from them. It's going to be real nice, baby. Real nice.
I see it, George. I see it. It's right over there, George. I can see it.